So as promised, today I am gonna show you and talk about my top 5 and in my opinion the best 5 violin rosins you can get. So if you're interested and you would like to know which rosins are the best in my opinion, then keep on watching. Alright, so I'm gonna share with you those rosins in no particular order. So the first one I'm gonna show you are the ones that I recently did a video about, which I'm gonna link it up there so you can go ahead and check it out if you need a little bit more details. But those are the famous Baker's Rosins. So I have 2 of them. I do have an original Baker rosin, which is kind of a, you know, darker tone a little bit, and then I have the citrine version. There we go. So this one, I believe he said this was a French kind of a recipe, and this one is the Italian recipe. So yes, I did a video about this rosin, so I'm not gonna spend too much time. These rosins are amazing. They are professional, you know, rosins, but hey, everybody can use it. So like I mentioned, I did you know, a dedicated video to both of those rosins. These are really good. They are not too crazy expensive, but the problem is they are nearly impossible to get. So this is probably the only rosins that I know are made of fresh sap, basically. So if you are lucky enough to get on a waiting list, put yourself on the waiting list and be able to purchase those rosins, go for it. It's worth a try, but don't think like you have to run and get it. You know, because like I said, it's just nearly impossible to get those rosins. But if you do get a chance, it's a nice experience and it's nice to, you know, have them. And I truly do enjoy using those rosins. So as you will notice, I use all of them. So yeah, those are the Baker's Rosins, really good. I can try to link his website down below in the description box so you can go ahead and check it out for yourself, and also make sure to check out the video, I'll link it out as well, about this particular rosin. So it's like more kind of in-depth review, more information if you want to hear about this as well. Alright, the next rosin that I want to feature here is the rosin. This is the French rosin, and I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel. This is the rosin that I purchased in Europe last year, I believe. I'm probably gonna butcher the name of it. I don't know, Julami. I have no idea, but this is how it looks like. It comes again in this kind of a metal, like a tint, you know, packaging, and inside when you open, the rosin is attached to the cloth, and this is how the rosin looks like. So it is a darker kind of an amber, I would say, color rosin, and as you can see, I use it quite a lot. I really like this rosin. I don't know what is it in it, but I really do get very nice response, you know, from my bow. But I'm also kind of a very high maintenance, so it depends what piece I'm using or what bow I'm using. I'll kind of, you know, rotate my rosins and use different rosins. But yeah, this is just one of those kind of things that I've got randomly, and it turned out to be really nice. I truly believe that this is only like a cheap packaging for this rosin. I think there is like more fancy kind of a wooden packaging that this rosin is supposed to sit in. I think this one is like a refill, but I might be mistaken. But anyway, yes, like I mentioned, I've got this in Europe last year, so yeah, it's really good rosin. So I have been using it and really enjoyed, you know, on different bows and playing different pieces. So this is something completely new to me, but it was definitely worth purchasing, and I remember it wasn't even expensive at all. The next rosin is something that I've been using for quite some time as well, and this is the Laubach. I'm sorry, I never know how to pronounce correctly. This is the rosin that has a little bit of the gold in it. It's called a gold rosin. Beautiful packaging. So the outside packaging is like a cardboard with a magnetic flap in here, and then when you open up and it says Laubach gold rosin for violin and viola, and this is the German rosin. So it comes with the little gold cloth attached, you know, to the rosin in here, and there's also some information on the back as well. Again, this is really nice rosin. What I like specifically about this rosin, that doesn't leave too much dust. You know, some rosin can be very dusty, very kind of you know, the rosin dust just goes all over the place. But this particular one is, I call it my clean rosin, and it's very easy to apply, very smooth on the bow, and I really like it. So this is always one of those rosins that always sits in my case, and like I said, I just use it with, you know, different bows, playing different pieces. So again, this is not super expensive. I will link his website down below. If you're located in Europe, that will be probably easier even for you to get it, but he sends to everybody. So even if you are watching this from the US, that's fine. You know, you can order it, you can get it, and it's a very, very nice rosin. Alright, the next rosin I have are probably the most expensive from that collection that I'm showing you here. Those are the Leatherwood Bespoke Rosins. So these rosins are made in Australia, and it was sent to me a couple of years ago, and I truly have been enjoying those rosins. I have both versions, so I have a crisp and I have a sapple. So they come in this beautiful kind of a leather piece, which is super luxurious. I believe I have a review video of this as well. Anything I can link it up, I'll just include it there and in the description box, so you can go ahead, and I did even, I think, review this rosin, so you can go ahead and check it out as well. This is how the rosin looks like, so it's a little bit different. You know, it's a long kind of a wooden packaging, and the rosin obviously sits here in the middle, and I kind of like it because, you know, you put the bow in here and you just kind of rosin it. So as you can probably tell, especially on this one, this is, which one is it? This is the crisp. You can probably tell I already made a little bit of a dent in there because I really truly have been enjoying these rosins. I am pretty sure he's making them right now like combination of both in one, so you don't have to buy separately or just choose one. There is one rosin that includes the, you know, crisp as well as the sapple recipe. So because what I have been doing, really, I've been using them both. I put a little bit of each at the same time. So yeah, again, you don't have to do it. I'm just a little bit high maintenance. But yeah, if you decide to purchase this one, you may want to get the one that includes both recipes. This way you don't have to choose which one to go for. So but as you can see, one is darker, one is slightly lighter, and I really like those rosins. Unfortunately, they are a little bit expensive, but they will last you for a long time for sure, because, you know, I have already them for like, I would say 2 years, and I have so much left. But yeah, I know I use all of them, so it's not like I'm, you know, sticking to one particular rosin. All right, so the very last one that I'm gonna feature here is my top pick rosin for a student. I personally don't use it myself, and I will tell you why, but let me show you first. So this rosin, I have a brand new one here in packaging. This is a magic rosin, and the price on this packaging, it says $16, so I assume it costs $16. This is how it looks like. So it's you know, typical circle. It's a plastic cover, and what I liked about this, you know, it's kind of targeted towards students. You know, you have this design on the rosin. So the one particular one that I have, it has the clef in here, but you can get anything. You can get a princess, a unicorn, you know, you can get there's one that I have that I'm using, helping my students use it, that has the Bach manuscript under, you know. I think it's really, really cute. So yeah, there is a 2 formulas. This particular one is 3G, but I also like the Ultra, I think it's called. That's the one I usually keep one open in my studio, and if my students needs rosin, that's what I usually use. So the reason I don't use this particular rosin myself is because it's super, super dusty. It can be also extremely sticky, so it's not my 2 favorite features in the rosin. The dustiness and stickiness is just too much for me to handle. But I like this for students, and the reason I'm saying I like this for students is because it's super easy to apply. Literally, you take your bow and you just swipe it 2 or 3 times and you have plenty of rosin on your bow. So that's why I always tell, you know, parents, like, highly suggest getting a magic rosin, because it's just, yes, it is a little dusty and will be sticky if you touch with your fingers, but it is so easy to apply. Many times kids coming and they just have such a hard time, you know, applying rosin, and it just drives me nuts. So, you know, if I give them anything like this, that you just have to, this is just not like, those are not any of those, you know, professional rosin. They're just not super soft as the magic rosin. You just need to kind of work it out a little bit, which is normal, something I got used to it. But at the same time, I appreciate that I don't have tons of rosin dust coming out, you know, and they are not so sticky. And it's really not good that, you know, that you have a lot of rosin left on your instrument. That's not something that you want. So for those reasons, I don't really use it myself. But it's amazing. I mean, I played on that rosin, you know, and I just thought it was like, wow, what a, you know, stickness, you know, you're getting such a great grip with your bow. So yeah, especially if you're someone who doesn't have a good, you know, still like a bow hand, you know, bow skills, that you need a little bit more help, you know, gripping the bow to the strings, this will definitely help. Alright guys, so this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you're new to my channel. Let me know if you have any suggestions for another video. Is there any requests that you have? You know, I'm trying to slowly record all the Wolford etudes, so I'm just kind of working out on it one at a time. I'm trying to record all the Mazas etudes, and I'm gonna move on to Kreutzer and some other ones. So that's basically, you know, I'm doing like a help for my students and also for all of you who are watching as well. And yeah, just let me know if you do have any requests, because I recently put out the Wolford etude that it was requested. That's not the Wolford, there was a Mazas number 3 that it was requested, so I did record that etude. So yeah, just let me know if there's anything you would like me to do. If I have time, you know, I'll certainly do it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.